Pocket English Podcast
from your pocket.
Welcome back to Pocket English Podcast. Imagine you just checked into your hotel. You are exhausted, and you turn on the shower to wash away the travel stress. But the water is ice cold. You want to call the front desk, but you freeze. What if they think you are rude? What if you don't know the polite words to use?
I remember my first trip to New York. The heater in my room was broken, making this terrible clicking noise all night. I actually slept in my winter coat for 3 nights because I was too scared to complain in English. I didn't want to be the angry tourist.
That is exactly what we are going to fix today. By the end of this episode, you will have 3 magic phrases to fix any hotel problem politely, so you never have to suffer in silence again.
I really wish I had this lesson back then. It is such a horrible feeling. You pay for a room, but you don't enjoy it because you are afraid of the confrontation.
It is a very common fear. In our own language, we know how to complain without being mean. But in a second language, we often only know the direct words, and direct words can sound very aggressive.
Right. If I translate directly from my thoughts, I might say something like, "The shower is broken," or "You gave me a bad room."
Exactly. And when you say the shower is broken with a serious face, the receptionist hears an accusation. They hear you made a mistake, and naturally, they might get defensive.
Defensive? You mean they want to protect themselves?
Yes, they might stop being helpful and start following the strict rules instead. We want them on our side. We want them to feel like our partner in solving the problem.
So how do we start? If I have that cold shower and I am standing there shivering in my towel, what is the first thing I should say?
We need to use what we call a softener. This is technique number 1. Instead of stating a fact like it is broken, we use the phrase, there seems to be a problem with.
There seems to be a problem with.
Yes, seems to be. This is magical. It suggests that maybe it is just a misunderstanding, or maybe you are using it wrong. It takes the blame away from the hotel.
Oh, I see. It is softer. It is not the shower is bad. It is there seems to be a problem with the shower.
Exactly. Let's try a role play. I will be the receptionist. You call me about the cold water. First, try the bad, direct version.
Okay, ring ring.
Front desk, Emma speaking.
The water's cold. Fix it, please.
Well, sir, looking at our system, the boiler is working fine. Are you sure you turned the handle the right way?
Ouch, you sounded annoyed immediately.
I did. I felt like you were attacking my hotel. Now let's try it with the magic softener.
Okay, ring ring.
Front desk, Emma speaking.
Hi, I just checked into room 302. There seems to be a problem with the shower. It is not getting hot.
Oh, I am so sorry about that, sir. Let me send someone up right away to check it.
Wow, that felt completely different. You apologized immediately.
Because you were polite. I wanted to help you. And notice the grammar. You didn't say, you broke the shower. You focused on the object. There seems to be a problem with the shower.
I like that. It feels very safe. I can use that for anything, right? Not just water.
Anything. The TV, the lights, the smell.
There seems to be a problem with the air conditioning.
Perfect.
There seems to be a problem with the Wi-Fi.
You have got it. Now, listeners, I want you to try. I will be the receptionist. I will answer the phone. You say the sentence using, there seems to be a problem with the Wi-Fi. Ready? Front desk, how can I help you? Did you say it? There seems to be a problem with the Wi-Fi. Excellent. This phrase is your first line of defense. But Jack, sometimes the problem isn't something broken. Sometimes the problem is the environment.
You mean like noise or a bad view?
Exactly. What if your neighbors are having a loud party at 2 a.m.? Or what if your room smells like old cigarettes?
Ugh, the smell of old smoke is the worst. I would definitely want to move rooms, but asking for a new room feels like a huge request. That's expensive for the hotel, right?
It can be. And that is why we need technique number 2, the indirect request.
Indirect request. Is that like asking without asking?
Sort of. A direct request is, I want a new room, or give me a different room.
Which sounds like a demand.
Very demanding. The indirect request uses the phrase, would it be possible to?
Would it be possible to?
This turns your demand into a polite question about ability. You are asking if they have the power to help you. It is very hard to say no to this phrase without feeling mean.
So for the smelly room, I would say, would it be possible to change rooms?
Yes. Or even better, combine it with the first technique.
Oh, the double combo. Okay, let me try. Hi, there seems to be a problem with the smell in my room. Would it be possible to change rooms?
Perfect. That is A-level complaining. You stated the problem softly, and you asked for the solution politely.
What about the noisy neighbors? That is a bit more aggressive. I'm angry because I can't sleep.
Even when you are angry, the soft language gets better results. If you call and scream, tell them to shut up, the receptionist might think you are the problem.
True. So I should say, there seems to be a problem with the noise next door. Would it be possible to ask them to be quiet?
Exactly. Would it be possible to is your key to getting favors.
A question about vocabulary here. If the noise is really, really bad, like I literally cannot sleep because it is so loud, is there a strong word I can use that isn't rude? Yes. A great word for that is unbearable.
Unbearable.
Unbearable. It comes from the verb to bear, which means to tolerate or to handle. If something is unbearable, it means you cannot handle it. It is too much.
So I can say the noise is unbearable.
Yes. That is a strong emotional word, but it describes your feeling, not the other person. I am sorry to call so late, but the noise next door is unbearable. Would it be possible to move to a quieter room?
That sounds very serious, but very polite.
It is. If a guest told me the noise was unbearable, I would do everything I could to help them.
You know, learning these patterns makes me feel so much more confident about traveling. It is like having a shield.
That is the goal. We want you to travel with confidence. And if you want to keep building that confidence with us every week, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We create these episodes specifically to help you handle real-life situations, not just textbook exercises.
We are really trying to build the most useful English guide for your pocket, so subscribing helps us a lot.
Now, Jack, we have the soft opener. There seems to be.
And the indirect request. Would it be possible to?
But sometimes things go wrong. Sometimes the receptionist says no.
Oh no, that is the nightmare scenario. I ask for a new room and they say, sorry, the hotel is full. Then what? Do I just say, okay, thanks, and cry in my smelly room?
No, you do not cry. You use technique number 3, the escalation.
The escalation. That sounds intense.
It is not aggressive escalation. It is about pushing the conversation to a solution. If they say no to your first idea, you need to ask them for a solution.
Because they are the experts. They know what they can do.
Exactly. The phrase is there anything you can do?
Is there anything you can do?
It is a simple question, but it puts the responsibility back on them. You are saying, I have a problem. You are the hotel. Help me.
Let's roleplay this. I will be the guest with the noisy neighbors. You are the receptionist and the hotel is full.
Ready.
Excuse me, the noise next door is unbearable. Would it be possible to change rooms?
I am terribly sorry, sir, but the hotel is fully booked tonight. We don't have any empty rooms to move you to.
Oh, well, is there anything you can do?
Well, I could call the room and ask them to lower the volume, and if that doesn't work, I can send security up.
See, you did have a solution.
I did, but maybe I didn't think of it until you asked me to try.
Is there anything you can do? It's like pressing a button that says, try harder, please.
Exactly. And sometimes if the problem really cannot be fixed, like the water is cold and the maintenance team is gone, you can use this phrase to get something else.
Something else, like money?
Maybe, or breakfast, or a free drink. We call this compensation.
Compensation. That's when they pay you back for the bad experience.
Right. But we don't usually say, give me money. That is too direct.
So we use the magic phrase.
Yes. Since I cannot shower, is there anything you can do regarding the bill?
Ooh, regarding the bill, that is smooth.
Or is there anything you can do to make up for this?
Make up for this. That is a great phrasal verb. It means to balance the bad thing with a good thing.
Yes. If the hotel cannot fix the cold water, maybe they can offer you a complimentary breakfast.
Complimentary. That's a fancy word for free, right?
Yes. In hotels and airlines, we rarely say free. We say complimentary. A complimentary meal. Complimentary Wi-Fi.
So if I use technique 3, is there anything you can do, they might offer me something complimentary?
Exactly. Let's try one last role play. The water is cold. The hotel is full. Maintenance is gone. You are stuck.
Okay, a tough situation. Here we go.
I am so sorry, sir. The maintenance team has gone home for the night. We cannot fix the boiler until tomorrow morning.
That is really disappointing. I've had a long flight and I really need to wash. Is there anything you can do to make up for this?
Well, since we cannot fix it tonight, I can offer you a complimentary dinner at the restaurant, and we'll take 20% off your room rate for tonight.
That would be great. Thank you.
Boom. You got dinner and a discount.
And I didn't have to yell. I didn't have to get angry. I just asked, is there anything you can do?
And notice how you accepted the offer. You said that would be great. You stayed polite until the end.
It is actually less stressful to be polite. When you yell, your heart beats fast, you get sweaty. When you
feel in control. That is the power of patterns. When you have the script in your pocket, you don't have to panic. You just read the script.
So let's recap the 3 techniques.
Number 1, the softener. There seems to be a problem with.
Number 2, the indirect request. Would it be possible to?
And number 3, the escalation. Is there anything you can do?
I feel ready. I almost want something to go wrong in my next hotel just so I can use these.
Let's not hope for that, but if it happens, you are prepared.
Definitely.
Now, we have a challenge for you in the comments. We want you to practice the softener technique.
Think of a problem you have had in a hotel, or even in your house. Maybe the toaster is broken. Maybe the window is stuck.
Complete this sentence in the comments. There seems to be a problem with.
I will be looking for the funniest ones. There seems to be a problem with my cat.
There seems to be a problem with my motivation. Use the grammar, make it yours.
And once you have fixed the problem and survived the night, eventually you have to check out.
And believe it or not, checking out can be just as tricky as checking in, especially when you see the bill and there are charges you don't understand.
Minibar fee, I didn't touch the minibar.
Exactly. So in the next episode, we are going to teach you exactly how to read the bill and dispute unfair charges without losing your cool.
You don't want to miss that one. It will save you money.
Thank you so much for listening today. Keep practicing, stay polite, and let your English grow.
See you next time.